from my understanding, you kind of like started the whole thing. Like you kind of started the whole OFM concept, the whole business model and everything. So in my head, I think, okay, this is probably where I should be then, because motherfucker started this shit. Like, he knows what's going on. Like, these people know how to do this. And so I bought into the course, and then I bought the pro course, and yeah, it's been pretty on go since then.
Yo, what's good, my people? So today we have a student interview with our student Isaiah. Isaiah's story is pretty incredible because he only started running an OFM only a month ago with no prior business experience whatsoever. He literally went from a 9 to 5 to taking the risk and investing into our coaching program to starting his agency, and 1 week later, from 0 to 1 week after, he already had his first client and he's working with his model and he's scaling her income, and yeah, he's doing this full time, which is really, really cool. So I wanted you to hear Isaiah's story. Without further ado, enjoy the video. So always like to obviously start, give everybody watching a little bit of context about who you are and what is it that you do, bro?
Well, my name is Isaiah. I just started OFM. I created my agency is called Exclusive Promotions Agency. I'm in Florida, in the Orlando area, and yeah, pretty much I've lived here like 10 years. I've been all over the place though, like all over the East Coast of the United States. I moved around a lot. So, but yeah, that's pretty much me.
Good stuff, bro. And how long have you been doing OFM for now?
1 month. 1 month.
1 month. That's crazy.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And just so everybody has some context, and myself, bro, what were you doing before? Were you doing any online businesses before, or?
No, I was doing like slave work, man. It was hard. Like, we were working hard. I was doing junk removal
Mm-hmm.
in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
So basically with junk removal, it's pretty self-explanatory, but I didn't know how intense junk removal really is, because it also involves things like demolition and like fixing things. It's like it's really, really hard work. Like, I remember one time, bro, I literally, we cut a jacuzzi in half. Like, we sawed a jacuzzi. Like, it was ridiculous. And I was with a sledgehammer just swinging the shit out of it. Like, it was hard work. And over here in Florida, man, sun is beaming. Like, it's super hot. So yeah, it was some really hard work. I was like, I couldn't continue this, and I needed something. I was working 10, 12 hours a day, and I needed something to just get off of that and
Mm-hmm.
actually make me money. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? Because I did that. I did that, and I wasn't making the money I wanted. And I'm slaving myself. I'm working 10, 12 hours a day, and I don't have time for my family. I don't have time for literally anything but work
Mm-hmm.
and sleep. So it was like, I can't continue this. So here I am.
Got it, bro. Okay, so this is what I fucking love, bro, because I'm pretty sure most people that are watching this are in the same position as yourself that you were, including myself, bro. Like, I had a bunch of 9 to 5 jobs that were like physical hard labor. Like, I used to work in a warehouse. I don't know if you know this. It was like a kitchen
Yeah.
supply warehouse, and I would just carry like fucking washing machines and doors and fucking shit like that. It was just horrible, man. And like, you hate it, you don't want to do it, and it's just not fun. So
It's not.
and here's what I'm going to do, bro. Here's what I'm going to say as well. I'm going to give you massive props because maybe you don't realize it, but genuinely, bro, what you've done, most people are so fucking scared to take that leap of faith and take that risk to be like, do you know what? I don't like what I'm doing right now. Let me just try something. Let me just at least give it a go. And it's clearly fucking worked already for you. So let's just jump straight into it, bro. So about a month ago, you went ahead and you took the risk and you joined our coaching program. And
Mhm.
the same as what you said earlier. So before you joined our coaching program, you didn't have any online business experience, period, right?
Period.
Okay. Okay. This is fantastic. Everybody watching this as well, just for context, I'm learning as you guys are watching this YouTube video as well, because me and you haven't spoken on a Zoom call before. It's all just been kind of online. So okay, that's fantastic. So you join a program, and also just because I think a lot of people that are watching this as well, a lot of people are perhaps I can use the word skeptical, right, before joining, because I know I was for sure when I was younger and I didn't have a lot of money. For me to pay some fucker online that would coach me, I'd be like, I feel like I'll figure it out by
Yeah.
myself, right?
Yeah.
So I'm curious, brother, what went through your head to be like, fine, I'll trust you, I'll invest. And were we the first people that you invested into coaching?
Yes, you guys actually were the first. I guess what convinced me was, so really what happened was I found the OFM concept on TikTok probably back in December, so maybe 2-3 months ago. And I found that concept on TikTok. I think it was actually through one of your TikToks. I'm not sure. But I found it, and really it was okay. I could teach myself this because like I don't even I felt the same way. Like I don't want to pay for someone to teach me. I can teach myself. And I looked up all the free videos. I found so much research, like 2 months worth of research, right? And every day I was coming home from work just watching videos. And I got to the point where I was like, all right, I can't keep working. I can't keep doing this anymore. And I needed to be at a point where I was already I was getting income as soon as possible. You know what I mean? So, and obviously, from my understanding, you kind of like started the whole thing. Like you kind of started the whole OFM concept, the whole business model, and everything. So, in my head, I think, okay, this is probably where I should be then, because motherfucker started this shit. He knows what's going on. Like these people know how to do this, and so I bought into the course, and then I bought the pro course, and yeah, it's been pretty on go since then.
Okay, awesome, bro. So give everybody a bit of insight then. What's it been like, behind, that paywall? Once you actually make that investment, once you actually take the risk, what has your experience been like from day one to kind of where you are now? And I guess during that time, you can kind of give us a bit of insight in terms of your agency. So how's it gone for you?
To be honest, better, like better than I expected. Because in my head, okay, like it's advertised that you can make money as soon as possible, like really, really fast, like, you know. But in my head, okay, I don't think that's true off rip, because you guys are just, on the internet. I don't really know anybody. So
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think that was really the case, but it really is the case. Like you can make money like the next day, right? So that was that was just really cool for me. And I guess being in the course and everything, it's been a pretty good experience so far. It's very interactive. It's very interactive. Everybody talks to each other. Um, a lot of agencies, like a lot of people, some people even collab with each other. Like there's like 3 guys in there that I just saw. They got they posted on the results board. They made $1,000 in like 9 days or something like that on one account. So I was like, wow, like, that's impressive. And I got certain people, like when I posted my results, some people hit me up and asked me, hey, how did you do that? And I could do the same with other people. Like I had recently just learned a new strategy last night just because I saw someone post on the results board, and I was like, that's crazy. How did you do that? And he told me. So I'm going to start applying that as today, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's what a lot of people undermine as well. They don't really look at the community aspect as, oh shit, like that's another bonus that you're getting, right? Because we don't really advertise it like that. But in reality, I think the community is, if like, half of the value that you get. Sure, the course is of
Yeah.
course great. We try and give you as much information as possible, but that saying is like 20 minds or 10 minds are better than one, right? So that's really good. That's really, really interesting. So then, just so everybody has some context about your agency then. So you joined our coaching program with no experience, no models whatsoever. And kind of where are you at now? And well, I was going to say, how long has it taken you? It's taken you literally 4 weeks, which is crazy. But give everybody a bit of insight, kind of where you're at now.
Okay, well, so 1 week it took me to get a model. It took me 1 week to get the model, and I guess it's been a month since I've gotten that model. Right now, I'm not as far along as I'd like to be, but I'm making good progress for the fact that I'm technically unemployed. Um, but yeah, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I've gotten good at chatting. As a matter of fact, the chatting
Mm-hmm.
part is probably my favorite part, to be honest, because it's like, how much can I get for this guy? How much can I
Yeah.
get from this guy? That's where I'm striving right now.
Mm-hmm.
I guess where I'm struggling a little bit is the promotion side of, well, I'm not even not to say not saying struggling, but I'd like to be further along. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
I want more subs in my account. and it just hasn't gotten there yet. But
Hmm.
right now, like literally last night, I told you that I got a new strategy from somebody,
Hmm.
and that guy did crazy numbers. So I'm gonna apply that and see how that works out for me.
Good, good. There's a lot to break down from what you just said there, bro. So first of all, it took you 1 fucking week from when you joined with no experience, no knowledge, to 1 week later, you already have your first client. I think that's
Yep,
that's
that's the
fucking
power of networking.
yeah, that's incredible, bro.
Power
That's
of
actually
networking.
crazy. Good job on that. Congratulations. Cool. And then the one model, obviously, you're managing her at the moment. Is it just the one model you have currently?
Yeah, just the one right now.
Uh huh.
I'm trying to learn and grow with her.
Perfect. I was literally about to say, actually, bro, that's the best way to do it. Rather than going crazy and just onboarding like 10 models at the same time, and then you lose all of them. Just focus on the one
Hell
and
no.
learn as much as possible. That's good.
Yeah.
And you mentioned about the chatting part of it, and I remember myself, bro, just seeing like $50, $20, $10, 15, 20, 50, $100 in one night coming in like this. It's like,
Yeah.
what? Like, how crazy is
Yeah.
that, bro? When you said your 9 to 5 that you was working on, right? How much,
Uh-huh.
if you don't mind me asking, how much were you getting paid per day?
Oh, bro, that shit was ass. The fucking my boss, he's an asshole, man. That guy, that guy had me. So I was a 1099. You know what 1099 workers in the United States?
No, no, no.
Okay, so 1099 is a contract worker. They what we do is basically we offer our services to a company, and we're not hourly. We get paid like salary basically,
Mm-hmm.
right? And yeah, there's no like we pay our taxes ourselves,
Okay.
because when when you work hourly here, the taxes are taken out of your paycheck automatically. But not for 1099 workers, you have to do that, right? So
Yourself.
I would get
Mhm.
paid on a daily rate, and but this guy had me at $110 a fucking day, and I'm working 10-hour shifts, 12-hour shifts.
Yeah.
Like it was bad. Like I was making plus tips. I was making maybe around 2,000, 2,500 a month.
Yeah.
Like bad, bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I was slaving myself. So it was just fuck the Matrix, man. This shit's not it.
It's crazy, bro. But again, do you remember what I said earlier, bro? The fact that you actually took that risk and you was like, fuck it, I've had enough. I need to try and do something. That right there, bro, that little decision and the fact that you actually took action on it, that's the thing that's stopping most people from escaping the matrix. Like most people are just worried about it, right? And the
Yeah.
fact as well that you're young and you probably don't have too many responsibilities, right? It's the
Yeah.
perfect time to do it. So yeah, massive congrats on doing that. Yeah, and the fact that you went from making like 2.5K a month to God knows how much you're making now, it's just fucking incredible, bro. And bear in mind, you're obviously only managing one model at the moment. You know, once you get
Mhm.
another one, a third one, a fourth, and a 10th one, all of a sudden your income is fucking exploding, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. That's
incredible.
why I got into this. That's why I got into this business model specifically because of how fast you can actually become of that status. You know what I mean? Like you can make six figures in this industry or this business model in less than 6 months. Like
Yeah.
that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous to me. Like that's insane. Like I
Mm-hmm.
can literally change my entire life. I can go from making zero to like $10,000 a month in what 2 3 months easily. Like that's actually what's expected of me. Like
Yeah.
if I'm not doing that, if I'm not doing those kinds of numbers, I'm actually doing bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When it comes to this business model. So it's like, wow. Like I needed to be in a space and like this where I can shoot for the stars and even if I don't make it, I'm still doing really good. You know what I mean?
100%, brother. And I think, and this is what I kind of preach online, right? It's like the reason why this business model is so great right now is because one, there's not a lot of competition. Like I know to me and you, it might seem like there's a lot of OFM agencies now because me and you are in this industry and that's all we always hear and talk about, right? We're always connecting with
Yeah.
more people. But in a grand scheme of things, if you're not into OFM, there's not that many agencies doing it, but yet there's so many models out there, right? So it's pretty easy to do that. And then to actually make money, all you got to do is just help the girl market herself and then improve her actual OF side of things. So the management, the chatting, and so on. And yeah, but it sounds of it, you're doing a fantastic job. And you're absolutely right. I don't know any other industry out there or business model where I know everybody preaches the whole 0 to 10K a month. It's easy. You're going to be able to achieve it. But bro, it ain't
No,
fucking
it's
easy
not that
nowhere
easy.
else, bro. I've
It's not
tried it.
that
I've tried
easy.
everything. So yeah,
This is
man.
not that easy, man.
So yeah, so far everything that we've spoken about has been pretty much rainbows and fairy tales. Everything sounds fantastic and easy, right? But something that I
Yeah.
always try to do online is showcase both sides of the story of no matter what we do, because nothing in life is always perfect and always easy, a smooth ride. So I'm curious from your point of view, and it changes from person to person that I speak to. Everybody finds different things difficult. What have you found to be the most difficult part of your agency so far, or your journey so far?
Marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Marketing and consistency, because you have to be very consistent with the marketing. Um, and I'm not even gonna lie. By nature, I've always been kind of a little lazy guy, like usually, right? But when I put my mind to something, I usually get what I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because I guess mentally, I've always been there to like I've always been smart enough to get what I want, how I need to, and I could even procrastinate. Like I'm a big procrastinator my entire life, just because I'm capable of procrastinating and still getting what I want.
yeah.
But with this, it's a little bit harder. It's a little bit harder to procrastinate, especially when you don't have, your 9 to 5 or something like that to rely on. So I'm actually getting in the habit of waking up earlier. I did the other day. I did like some morning meditation, and like just listening to nice things. And um, yeah, it's consistency. That's the biggest thing about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's, I guess, I find difficult because
Mm-hmm.
it's hard for me to just be that consistent with things.
For
But
sure.
I'm gonna get it done. I said I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Cool, cool, man. Well, it's really refreshing and interesting to hear that, by the way, because I think again, everybody that's watching this, they need to have some context and remember, right? The fact that you've only been in business, period, not just OnlyFans management agency, like in business, period, for like a month, 5 weeks, 6 weeks. So because this is a completely brand new thing in your entire life, you have to develop so many new skills. And one of them is
Yeah.
the fact that you have to be accountable for yourself and aka stay consistent. Whereas a 9 to 5, right? It's like the 9 to 5 keeps you accountable because it's like if you don't go to the job, you'll get fired. But if it's your
You
own
have to.
business, who's going to fire you,
Yep.
right? You do kind of what you want. Um, and it can
Exactly.
kind of spiral out of control with the wrong kind of mindset, right? The wrong type of mindset. People can just get a bit too lazy, miss meetings, kind of not really pay attention to things, especially when money starts coming in. So, bro, once you start
Yeah.
making like $15,000-$20,000 a month consistently, that's the part where most people like fuck up, right? So most people start making
Yeah.
15, 20,000 a month. And they feel like, because here's the thing, brother. At like 10,000, 15,000, well, pounds, so maybe like $20,000 USD. That's
Yeah.
when you can pretty much afford like most of the cool things. Like when I say cool things, I don't mean that you can buy a supercar, but you can rent one, bro. I'm not saying
Yeah.
you can afford to buy a yacht, but you can fucking charter a yacht. Right. You can go to all these nice restaurants, you can buy all the drip that you've always wanted, right? Um, However, you're not really making money. It's like fake money, right? And I think a lot of
Yeah.
people fall into this trap where like they feel like they made it, but in reality, in the grand scheme of things, you ain't done shit. And I learned that the hard way, bro. I learned that the hard way, right? Um,
Yeah.
so it's interesting what you've said that, and I'm glad that you said that because I want to try and help you as much as possible with it. For me at least, so and which is what you already are doing by the sounds of it, is have like a routine that you stick to, right? So the biggest thing that for me that I learned that the hard way is, for me, everyone's different, but for me at least, a routine that was like every single half an hour to an hour planned out throughout the day, that didn't work for me. For me personally, that doesn't
Yeah.
work. Maybe for some people, but for me, it didn't, bro. Like I would
Me
miss
neither.
something. Yeah, I'd be like, fuck this. And I just like not do it for the rest of the day. However, you need to have a routine that you can stick to. I think that's the biggest reason why that didn't work. So if you just have like a morning routine and an evening routine, that seems to be working well, at least for me. Whereas throughout the day, anything can come up and some random shit can happen and you might have to do some things. Whereas in the morning,
Yeah.
if you have a routine where like, you wake up at the same time every single day, you go to the gym or you do whatever the first thing is in your morning, then you shower, change, maybe eat some breakfast, whatever, and then you start work at a certain time. And then in the evening you have a routine where like maybe you like read for a bit, you plan for the next day ahead, and you just chill out for an hour before bed. that would be like a good routine to set you up for the next day, right?
Yeah.
Um, also, bro, keep always have some sort of a goal in mind, like the next target that you want to hit, right? Because again, with a 9 to 5, you don't need to, right? Because it's like you're just fucking there, like little NPC
Yeah.
slaving away, right? I was there, bro. I
NPC.
know.
Yep.
Because it's like you don't really give a fuck about the 9 to 5, right? So you're just there doing
No.
whatever the mindless tasks that you have to do. Whereas in your business, bro, because you're the one in charge of where the ship goes, you must have a destination. You must have a goal in mind every single day. And this goal doesn't have to be like this grandiose, retire your parents and buy a Lambo, whatever the goal is, right? It needs to be some sort of a physical target that you can hit every day. So to give you an example, brother, right? So you said right now your biggest thing is like marketing, right? That you need to improve on. So
Yeah.
marketing is quite a big thing. Like you need to figure out what is the one thing within marketing that you can pinpoint right now. So look at what your model is doing right now out of everything she's doing online, and what's the thing that's working the best right now out of all of those things. Let's just say, for example, it's TikTok. Then what I would choose if I was you, I would do thorough research into TikTok and what works and what doesn't work. Have a look on YouTube videos, go on Reddit, maybe even buy an online course somewhere, right? But just
Yeah.
try and educate yourself as much as possible on the thing that's already working and just fucking double it and improve it that way. All right. That way, instead of just thinking, oh, I just need to improve on marketing as a thing, because marketing is so fucking, like, you can talk about everything within
Yeah.
marketing, right? But
There's
if
a
you really
million
pinpoint it,
strategies.
on one thing, you can get a lot better easier. Does that all make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. I think for me so far it's been Twitter. I made decent headway on Instagram, but all those accounts got banned. Like I only have like 2 left, so I have to put more in. And really what I'm finding is that Twitter, I can post as much as I want, I can do as many likes, as many interactions as I want, and I won't get shadow banned, I won't get removed or anything. Plus the NSFW um content all over Twitter. Like it's
It's
been
fine,
low
right?
key,
Yeah.
it's been a gold mine low key for me.
Yeah. Fantastic. That's really good. So double down on Twitter, bro. Have a look at maybe some shout outs that you can do with your model and some other influencers. Make sure your model has like a plan that she sticks to every single day. So when does she tweet? What does she retweet? When does she like? What kind of content is she tweeting? Yeah, and just really go all in on Twitter then with this model. That sounds good.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic, cool, brother. This has been really great. Thank you very much for jumping on. Anybody that's watching this maybe and is thinking about Aura Consulting, what would you kind of say to them? Is it worth it? Is it not worth it?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Because it puts you in an area, or it puts you in a space where you are literally surrounded by people who do this. You know what I mean? Like if you don't know what you're doing, that's okay. These people do, and you're just gonna look at them and what's the word? Damn. And you're just gonna repeat what they do, right? So you're just gonna watch them and try your best to get to that point. Like truthfully, I think networking is probably one of the most powerful things regarding business or anything, to be honest. Because if you know the right person, like I don't know if you've seen the new Creed 3. I just watched
Yeah,
it last night.
yeah,
Jonathan Majors in the movie, he gets out of prison, and just because of the fact that he knows the world champ, he's able to fight for the championship on the first fight. That's just because he knew somebody. You know what I mean? So I know all these people in the OFM chat, or the Discord that we're in, and I'm able to text them and I'm able to say, yo, what's how has this strategy worked for you?
mm-hmm.
Or all types of things. So yeah, like I find that very, very powerful, very useful.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would recommend it. Just being there puts you in an area where you're just surrounded by like-minded people who are working towards a similar goal.
And then you're bound to succeed, man. Then you're bound to succeed,
Literally,
right?
literally,
And then we
because you are
try
who
and
you're friends with.
correct. When we try and give you guys even more things like support tickets. So if you do have a question that maybe wasn't answered in an online program, just create a support ticket. Somebody from our team will get back to you. And there's just so many more things that we try to provide. But cool, brother. Thank you so much for jumping on, sharing a story. I look forward to interview part 2 in a couple of months'
Hell
time.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
on track for success, my friend. That sounds really exciting. Cool, brother. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on next one.